Hello, Deliver here from the clan Toxic, and I'm bringing you another tutorial. And today we'll be doing a ZvZ, and I'll be showing you how to execute the fast expansion build into a RoachLing timing attack. So the first thing I'd like to point out is that this is not EG Hydra. This is actually myself, Deliver. Basically, this is my kind of like Smurf account. I go on here, just to have fun, troll people. I mostly play Protoss, so that's why I picked the name EG Hydra. Because how much he just hates Protoss. So when I play games as Protoss on the ladder, I'm like, oh, I'm Hydra. I switched to Protoss, and sometimes people get trolled. Sometimes they don't. But on that note, I will be throwing up a few Protoss tutorials relatively soon. I don't know exactly when I'll get them up, but I'll be working on that because I have started to play Protoss a little bit now, but I will be continuing with Zerg tutorials as well. So yeah, right now I'm just droning up, looks like I have 13 drones now with some more about to hatch. My opponent not really doing too much, pretty much the same thing. He's sending out what I believe to be a scouting worker, yep. And I scout him. I realize he has no fast expansion, and we're in cross positions on Chakra's plateau, so I'm going to take the opportunity to fast expand myself. This is going to be a 14 hatch, pretty standard, nothing too out of the ordinary. As you notice, he's sending some overlords to get some vision on the map. Good play by him. He's scouting the wrong base right now, so it's going to let me get my hatchery down without it being blocked at all. And I'm just getting another drone, and then I'm going to drop my pool at 200 minerals. So nothing out of the ordinary, very standard play. And looks like he went pool then gas, or gas pool rather. Yeah, it looks like he definitely went pool then gas. So pretty standard from him. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I'm throwing down a roach warren. So yeah, I'm just retreating my scouting drone. I pretty much have all the information that I really need at this point. Send my overlord to this position right here. Something I want to point out about this map is that you'll never spawn, like if I spawned here, so he would never spawn like down at the bottom here in this like adjacent position. They always either have to spawn across here or across here. So keep that in mind and don't waste any type of scouting, overlord, or drones on that. So I'm getting my gas at 16, it looks like. Well, actually 15. No, 16, yeah, which brought me back down to 15. And notice as soon as my spawning pool goes up, I drop my roach warren. And that's very important when you're doing a fast expansion build, because roaches are what's going to allow you to defend against banelings. And if you don't have roaches, you're going to be in for a really uphill battle, because a one-basing opponent can just pretty much tear you apart with banelings. So looks like he ended up expanding. He didn't go for the baneling build, which I kind of like anticipated, because generally when you go for the baneling build, you get the gas first. You do the 14 gas, 14 pool, so you can get speed right away and then drop a baneling nest with the next 50. So looks like I'm just making some lings here for defense. Got my roach warren finally up, and I'm beginning to drone. I'll put the production tab up. Well, now I'm still making some drones, making some overlords, queens, and he's just pumping out roaches right now because he's a little bit afraid of being attacked. I don't know why though, because he saw that I fast expanded, so there's not really a big need to get tons of roach count. This is a little bit of a mistake on his part. He should really just be droning right now like I am. And I'm not really worried about an attack because I see he dropped an expansion, so that's why I haven't been going crazy with unit production. As you can see, I'm producing more drones right now. If we look at the income tab, see 30 drones over 22, so I have quite a big advantage there. Not to mention they're spread out over 2 bases, which he now has. So the one good thing he's doing is he's got like a pretty much perfect line of overlords here. This is something that I neglected to do, although I do have control of the 2 Zelnaga watchtowers, which is always good. But you really want to make sure you have overlords placed in a position similar to this. That way you can detect any like attacks coming. As I said, I have the watchtower, so it's not quite as big of a deal in this situation, but it's good practice to always get your overlords spread out in between bases. Very important part of ZvZ. So as you can see, I'm just continuing to drone up right now. 38 drones, 28 on his side, so definitely got the drone advantage. And right now I'm starting to make my roaches, so I'm just and I'm getting my lair, of course. Generally with this you don't get Zergling speed right away because you need the gas to spend on roaches, and you can't afford to get too much gas too soon, or you won't have enough to make any type of defense at all. So getting roach speed right now and just producing a ton of roaches. Looks like back at his base he's dropping a Hydralisk den. A little bit too early for that in my opinion. I usually like to wait before getting the Hydralisk den, only because there's not really a need for it right away. Roach Zergling will do just fine in the early game. So yep, so just making some more roaches right now and starting to produce some Zerglings. What the main premise of this attack is that the Zerglings will, buffer the damage. They'll absorb damage from your roaches while your roaches